morning and welcome to the Sunrises. I'm Samantha Armasuckup and we have such a special show for you today. Joining us in the studio shortly is our very own, very special Prime Minister, the esteemed, the honourable, the very hot beach bod, Scott Morrespin. Prime Minister Morrespin will be discussing his latest scintillating plans to build a pizza oven and also the latest women's issues that have so impertinently taken the Prime Minister's time away from enjoying time with his family at Bronte Beach. But first, a message from our sponsors, Scotty Cam's favourite pizza oven building suppliers, Pizza Ovens Are Us.
Do you need to build a pizza oven? Then come on down to Pizza Ovens Are Us for all your pizza oven needs. If you're having a tough day at the office deflecting allegations and protecting your mates and just need to unwind with a fun project with the kids, then you need to build your own pizza oven and we've got you covered. Come on in and mention Scotty Cam for a 10% discount, or you can get a 15% discount by not mentioning him at all. Pizza Ovens Are Us. How good are pizza ovens?
Welcome back to the program and good morning and a very warm welcome to you, Mr. Prime Minister.
Good morning, Samantha. It's always a pleasure.
Oh, please, call me Sam. Prime Minister Morrespin, I believe you are happy to share with us your amazing plans to build a pizza oven. Is there no end to your skills?
No, not that I know of. Well, you know, Sam, I'd like to have a go because, well, if you don't have a go, you don't get a go. And I always like to get a go. I also like to give all my close mates a go, as you know. Because if there's one thing we care about in this country, it's, well, having a go. I could go on.
Oh, Prime Minister, I'd give you a go any time. Now, I know all our listeners are just on the edge of their seats to hear about your latest pizza oven exploits, so they too can have a go. But unfortunately, we do have a rather unpleasant, icky women's issue we need to put to bed first.
Tell me more, Samantha.
Oh, Prime Minister. Now, as already reported by the country's finest, David Sky News, yesterday morning, on the matter of the very alleged, very historical cabinet rapist, well, it's historical. It's being dealt with by the police, and the opposition leader couldn't even come up with a solution on how you should handle it. Nonetheless, I do need to ask you about it, unfortunately, Prime Minister. What do you intend to do about this recently alleged, very historical cabinet rapist?
Well, you know, Samantha, this is a very nasty business. Very nasty and yucky and business.
It really is.
At first, I was obviously affronted by this alleged victim having the audacity to send a letter about this alleged crime to me, and then a copy to both that handsome young woman and that Wong person. Yes, nasty business indeed. But then I asked Jen about it, and as she does so well, she put it in terms I could understand. Self-interest. She said, imagine if it was one of our girls, Blobby. She likes to call me that, you know. And I thought to myself, Jen, like John Howard's hairy eyeballs, you're right.
Oh, and so, are you intending to take any steps on this matter?
Well, now that Jen has clarified it all for me, I am. First, I asked the alleged rapist at the club whether he had raped any children, and he considered it. He took a long moment to think about it, sipping his brandy and taking a deep drag on a thick Cuban cigar, that is, before replying, not that I can recall, Bubbles. He likes to call me that. Anyway, there you go. Categorical denial in no uncertain terms. Nevertheless, while I of course believe the matter to have been conclusively dealt with for all time, comprehensively, I am happy to announce that we will be conducting our very own extremely comprehensive and completely and utterly independent inquiry into this matter. And if there's one thing my cabinet does well, it's conduct completely independent investigations into our own affairs. By crikey we do.
Indeed. And has someone been appointed to head this investigation process?
Oh, but of course, Samantha. Naturally. But his identity must remain secret at this time to maintain the integrity of his investigation, which is very important, and to allow the police to do their jobs. Even more so, Sam, given the person I've appointed to investigate this thing that never really happened in the first place is the alleged cabinet rapist himself. I mean, we can't possibly be expected to find anyone who knows more about this matter than the person who definitely didn't do it, can we?
Well, of course not. But the alleged victim of this, certainly not a crime, recently committed suicide. Don't rape investigations die with the victim in New South Wales?
Yes, I do think that may be the case.
So will the police be investigating further?
Well, in actual fact, no, Samantha. We will be conducting our very own and far superior non-crime investigation, as I have already mentioned.
Ah, yes. And will the alleged cabinet rapist handling the investigation be stepping down from the cabinet?
Stepping down? Of course not, Patty Poo. He can hardly remain secret if he does that. Also, as mentioned, the matter has already been comprehensively dealt with.
Indeed. Thank you so much for clarifying this very nasty women's business for us, Prime Minister.
Icky.
Now, I'm afraid we're out of time, but can I possibly trouble you for a copy of your pizza oven plans so that we may share them on our website?
Ordinarily, Sam Bamboo Moi, that would be top secret men's business, much like the cabinet rapist, alleged cabinet rapist. But for you, Toodles, I think we might be able to manage it.
Oh, Prime Minister Morrespin, what an absolute delight to have you on the show. Thank you so much.
Samantha, this show is such a fine example of public interest journalism. The pleasure is all mine. I would also like to take this opportunity to congratulate you on your recent nuptials. Your husband is a very lucky man. Very lucky indeed.
He certainly is, Prime Minister.
Do you need to build a pizza oven? Then come on down to Pizza Ovens Are Us for all your pizza oven needs. If you're having a tough day at the office deflecting allegations and protecting your mates and just need to unwind with a fun project with the kids, then you need to build your own pizza oven and we've got you covered. Come on in and mention Scotty Camp for a 10% discount, or you can get a 15% discount by not mentioning him at all. Pizza Ovens Are Us. How good are pizza ovens?